Hey, was looking at the Roland Bk7m. Didn't see any videos on YouTube for guitar. Saw accordion, keyboards. I wanted to make something for guitar. I play MIDI guitar, and I wanted to show a little something, what it can do. It's a pretty cool machine for like the one-man band, having backing tracks. I got the Casio M510 MIDI. I decided to go that route instead of the Roland, which would have a 13-pin. This has a 5-pin, goes out straight out to the Bk7m with a 5-pin, so I go straight to that. I don't have to have a secondary Roland synth or I did like the Axon. Looked at that, I thought that was pretty cool, but I just didn't want to go through another thing, so I went straight. Got the Casio after doing some research. Really happy with it. I did notice. I even thought of getting like the Xbox MIDI controller for Rock Band. You could use that because it has a 5-pin out. And I actually got the keyboard, the guitar, Xbox One, for like $25 on eBay, and can actually hook this up to it and use it. I don't play keyboards, but I thought it'd be kind of cool. I'd learn. Anyway, if you're familiar with the machine, I just got the one angle here. It's over here. Can't see it too well. Hopefully you can hear it. I downloaded from a Roland Arranger site a bunch of backing styles. So it's got like 1,000 styles built into it, pretty much everything you need. It is actually kind of overwhelming, but I wanted more. I like playing the 60s Kinks, Beatles stuff. Wanted to get some beats like that, but it's kind of cool to have jazz and some other stuff going on. So this Roland Arranger site had Korg, Yamaha, Keytron, and all these styles that people have uploaded, so I uploaded those into a USB. The thing reads USB. I also did buy a 4 gig off eBay. Johnny Angel had a 4 gig, like 10,000 style Roland styles, all the old styles combined that can be read for the Bk7m. So I've got those. I also went and found all these MIDI, or actually I bought a CD with like 18,000 MIDI files that also have the words for karaoke and stuff. Those won't change with the arranger side of it. They won't change keys or won't change the chords, but it's just cool to have because it'll read the MIDI, so you can kind of have that going on if you know the songs and can play to those. My setup today, I'm going into the TC HealthCon GTX, so I get the harmony of the vocals. Check 1, 2. I have that going out to the Boss. What is it? The E-band. Excuse me, my allergies are really acting up. The E-band, kind of using that for Cosm, get some different guitar effects instead of an effects box, whatever. The GTX does have effects depending on what style you're using, so that's kind of cool, but I'll just have it set up this way today. And then into the Roland. Casio has the, like I said, the 5-pin out, my 1/4 inch out into the machine. I can split it. And so I'm able to turn down the MIDI. If I just want guitar, or I could do just MIDI. MIDI and guitar. And then I can just do guitar. But the switch, if you have it just on guitar, the MIDI's not going to read, not going to send the signal. So it won't change the key, so I can turn down the MIDI portion, and still have the guitar, but it's still sending the chord out, so the arranger knows where to go. I pulled off a Kinks song, a Sunday Afternoon. I'm actually going to use that backing style for the Kinks' What's in Store for me. I'm just going to play it. If you're familiar with the Bk7m, it has 4 different variants, so you can hit 1, 2, 3, 4. So, for example, so that's variant 1. It doesn't have as much backing stuff. If I hit number 2, goes into a little break, adds a little more to it, adds a little more, and then the 4. Kind of cool thing is you could also, I could delete or I could go to a solo mode with just the bass, with just the drums. So for example, if you find like doing some jazz and you find a good bass, I can go into the performance edit mode and solo everything but the drums, solo everything but the bass, or the little backing oohs and ahs or whatever. So you can kind of tweak it so you can get what you want, and then you can save that as a performance. They have a performance list. You can name it, save it, what you want. So you could. When I first got it, was, like I said, overwhelmed with how many styles there are and all this stuff. It's not tricky, but when you have 4 sounds, 4 tones, patches. So for example, in this song, I've got my natural piano. As up 1, up 2, vintage EP. I got slow strings. And then acoustic bass. Now I can split. I can split, and I can set it to split wherever I want. I can go in and split it. It's split at middle C right now, so I can have my bass doing the bass, the bass lines, and I've got my strings or piano or whatever on the other, so I could hit 2 at the same time. So I got my bass, got my piano. Now I hit split, so I got just the bass on the side. And just in this instance, the piano. I can change the patches. Go in. They've got the family of pianos, guitars, bass, electric, ethnic, etc. Go in and change all those. I've been using it mainly for, again, just having the backing track with the electric guitar. But I found that it's kind of cool. I can put the bass in there. If I'm not having bass, if I'm just playing without this, and just have the MIDI using the bass, maybe some keys or organ, some cool 60s organ, and I got some pretty cool sounds doing that. It made it really sound full. So let me, I'll just hit this, again, the MIDI signal is changing the keys, or changing the chords, but I'm not using the MIDI sounds at all. So I'm changing here. Here, changing. That's my guitar. I wanna know what is to be, to see my life's cut out for me. I'm waiting for my fate, 'cause I know I've done wrong. I wanna know just what's in store for me. They got a little ending button. They got an intro and an ending button. Kind of cool as you can end your song. They do sell the FC7 foot pedal, or you can do the SC5 and then switch pedal, so you can program it to hold, to change programs, to start, stop, fills. So pretty cool. Let me just show a little. Here's a little jazz blues. Let's go with some Oregon Jazz Fest. So if I go just a MIDI. Pretty quick. Play down here, up here. Alright, I hope that you like it. If you're a guitarist, it's definitely very cool. It can be used in a lot of different ways. I might post some more, a little close-up. Sorry I didn't have the two angles going. Hopefully the sound came out okay and you heard it. Any questions, feel free to ask. Here's looking at you.